Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. You know what I'm saying? Following God requires a high pain tolerance. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about following God requires a high pain tolerance, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. This walk with God, man, and one of the reasons why people give up on God, bro, because they can't handle the pain that comes with walking with God, bro. Walking with God requires like a high pain tolerance, bro. Like there's so much pain that you're gonna experience, so many hardships, man, so much spiritual pain. Know what I'm saying? You're gonna experience spiritual pain, you're gonna experience like emotional pain, and you're gonna need a very, very high pain tolerance, bro. You're gonna need to be able to just go through a lot of pain and not give up and just keep going. You're gonna need to go through a lot of pain and not quit, bro. You're gonna need like a high pain tolerance, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. You're gonna need like a high pain tolerance to just keep going in this walk with God. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we could pray to God and ask him to take our pain away and this and that. But a lot of times, bro, we still experiencing the pain. You know what I'm saying? We still experiencing the pain. There's a lot of painful situations that we still got to experience. We still got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things, bro, like resisting temptation. That could be one of the things that it just causes all types of like it could cause all types of like emotional, spiritual, just spiritual pain and hardships and suffering. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy just denying your own flesh, bro, and just really fighting against your own flesh and fighting against like your own self, fighting against the attacks of the enemy and this and that, bro. Getting through all the trials and the tests that God sends your way. So let me get this straight. You got the flesh. You got the flesh that you got to fight against. You got the attacks of the devil that you up against. You got the test from God that you up against. You got the storms of life that God sends your way. You got the trials and the tribulations that God sends your way and that you have to go through. All of these things that you have to go through, man, like it requires a high pain tolerance, bro. You got to really be strong, bro. You got to be strong in this walk with God, man. You got to be very strong in this walk with God to just keep going, man. And like, you got to constantly ask God to give you the strength to keep going forward, bro, because this stuff is not easy, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. This stuff is not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even just resisting temptation and denying your own flesh, bro, man, that could be painful for a lot of different reasons, man. That could be like very uncomfortable spiritually, emotionally, bro, and all types of different things, bro. Psychologically, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's just so much stuff that you gotta go through in this walk with God, bro. And that's why a lot of people, man, they just give up on God, bro, because it's too much. It's too much pain that they gotta handle, man, in this walk with God. It's too much suffering, and they don't want to keep dealing with that stuff, man. Of course, we could pray to God and ask God to take our pain away. But there's a lot of situations we're just going to keep going through and just have to just soldier up and get through the pain, bro. Like, there's a lot of situations where we just got to go through the pain, bro. And a lot of people, they can't handle that. Why do you think a lot of people stay following the world? A lot of people choose to follow the world, follow the devil and this and that, bro, because walking with God, bro, it just has a lot of like pain attached to walking with God, bro. Emotional pain, mental, psychological, like spiritual pain, all types of different pains, bro, that you have to endure and that you have to go through, bro. And this stuff is not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things in this walk with God, bro, is just mentally difficult, emotionally difficult, and all types of different things that people be going through, man. in their walks with God, man. Some people be going through it like physical pain too, not a game. Physical pain is not a joke. Emotional pain is not a joke. Mental difficulties and all these enduring mentally, man, mental attacks, bro. That stuff is not easy too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a high pain tolerance if you wanna really last long in this walk with God, bro. And you gotta continuously ask God to give you the strength to just keep going, bro. That's what we gotta do. Because Jesus said, he who endures to the end shall be saved, bro. So he knew it wasn't gonna be easy. That's why he said he who endures, bro. You gotta endure to the end. You gotta endure all type of like people betraying you, people trying to people betraying you, people you thought you was cool with, they done turned on you, they done betrayed you, they done hurt you emotionally, spiritually, man, all types of different things that we gotta endure. We gotta endure like different attacks from the enemy, different tests from God that's gonna cause us a lot of like emotional pain. And bro, we gonna have to endure so much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, following God requires a very strong, you gotta have a strong spirit, bro. Like you gotta have perseverance, bro. A high pain tolerance, man, to withstand all the spiritual pressure that's gonna come in your walk with God, bro. You know what I'm saying? The temptation, the trials, the tribulations, the hardships, to endure all this stuff without giving up, and you're trying to endure to the end, bro. Bro, you're gonna have to have that high pain tolerance, bro. It's not a game, bro. It's stuff real, bro. That's why a lot of people, man, they can't see themselves following God if following God is that difficult and it comes with so much. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm gonna keep it real with you. Sometimes I'll be like, man, did God make walking with him so difficult to the point where it's damn near impossible for a lot of people, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so hard walking with God, bro. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Majority of people, they can't even handle this stuff, man. It's hard. So I'm like, did God set people up to not be able to even walk with him because he made it so hard to walk with him? That's just a thought that crosses my mind from time to time. Is like, I'm like, Lord, man, did you really like, did you, you know what I'm saying? How do I word this? Did you make walking with God so hard to whereas people can't even follow you, bro? Like, they just can't handle this type of stuff, man. It's like, did you set people up just to end up in hell, bro? Like, to whereas it's so difficult to follow you, they can't even handle it? You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand we could go to God and talk to him and ask him to help us through all the things that we go through. But even then, bro, it's still a lot of pain and suffering that you just have to just go through. It's just a lot of things, bro. And a lot of people, they can't handle that type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm very strong. But sometimes, man, I feel like giving up too, man. And it's only by God's favor that I just keep going, man. It's not easy, bro. It's as though God's favor really has to be with you, man, in order for you to make it to the end, bro. Because, bro, this journey with God, bro, it is not easy, bro. It is not easy, man. God will take stuff from you. Keep it. You ain't even got to do nothing wrong. God will take stuff from you, and it will cause you a lot of pain because he's trying to make you better out of nowhere. It's not even because you did something wrong. It just be a lot of stuff that sometimes you're like, man, we start questioning, bro. Like, what's going on? All this stuff just causes you a lot of pain and suffering. And I just pray that, you know what I'm saying, we all continue to walk with God and God continues to give us strength, give us favor, and that he will keep his hand on our life, bro, so we could continue to make it, to endure to the end, bro, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. Peace.